Hello, everyone. I am Will, and welcome back to my playthrough of Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered. Yep. Uh, Last we left off, we just continued. Well, we did the next mission in the main quest line. I think it was called the Grave Horde. Yep. It had pointed us into the direction of a base of the old one. I think it was called the U.S. Robotics Command. I believe that's what it was called in the past, anyway. Um, when we got there, it showed signs of an ancient battle.
So, it's not getting any warmer out here.
Yes, I know. Stay by the fire, okay? But yeah, as I was saying, when we got there, it showed signs of an ancient battle that took place there. Recovered some audio logs at the big entrance showing that they were ready for a showdown against the machines. Yeah. So another one of those giant metal devil or horses just kind of dead on the mountainside. So we got inside, poked our way around, picked up some more audio logs, more text logs. Something about, a battle against the machines to buy time for Elizabeth and Zero Dawn to come online to finish off the machines once and for all. Yeah. As we went inside, went in deeper, turned out there was another way in because the Eclipse people are our enemies. They were inside scouring the compound for, I assume, weapons. But we dealt with them, got past them. And then we came into a meeting room, conference room, some sort of like command room of some sort with a big table, where it showed a hologram of a meeting between the top brass. And apparently, I think the commander, his name was Harris? I don't quite remember his name, but the head general guy, he put form the Operation Enduring Victory. And based on the reactions of the other guys, it did not sound very good. It's like one of them was like, you basically telling every able man, woman, and child, you're going to give them, every one of them, a weapon and point them at the machines. I was like, are you kidding me? And it's like, I guess it was like their last ditch effort or some sort to buy time. And based on the audio logs we got as we made it there, it didn't sound like it was going too well. Yeah. I think there's one text file that predicted Earth would be uninhabitable by humans and by 2068. And in their timeline, it was probably would have been within a few years. So, yeah. Did not sound very promising. Yeah, and the machines, there's the Pharaoh robots, the horse, Deathbringers, Corruptors, Metal Devils, those things. Did not sound very good, not at all. But we did learn that they were successful. And the last, I think, audio log we picked up, it was Elizabeth telling the general that they finished Zero Dawn, and the general's like, thank God, now let my posterity judge my actions, kind of thing. And he left a little a record of his deeds. Yeah. But yeah. So apparently we can find out more about Zero Dawn. However, it's located underneath the Sunfall. Sunfall being the current bastion of the Shadow Karja, which the Eclipse people are a part of. So right now we can't get close to it without getting found out and probably have the entire Shadow Karja army sent after us. So talked with Silas, came up with a plan to take down their network. So those Eclipse guys with focuses can't find us or report us to to I'm guessing Hades, some sort of shadow presence that's been influencing the Eclipse people. So right now our next step is to take down that network. And Silence has directed us into a location to take it down. Which kind of brings up the question, how does he know where to find this stuff? How does he know? But, yep, so that's where we're at. We did the Grave Horde mission, found a whole bunch of stuff, and now we have to go take down the network so we can approach Sunfall, so we can find out how to stop the machines once again. But, and between episodes, I didn't really do anything. All I did was like sell some stuff, lighten our inventory a bit. So nothing's really changed. And today we're just going to continue on with the main quest, to curse the darkness. Yep. So we go to that location Silence told us about, and take apart their little focus network so we can approach Sunfall without getting, murdered by the army. So, yeah. And then there's still questions to be answered. Like, how does Silence know about this place? What's Zero Dawn? Why were they fighting so desperately to make sure it's done? But anyway. So yeah. To curse the darkness. And so, shall we get going? Yeah, sure, why not? I talked long enough, I guess. And actually, before we start all this, we're actually going to pay Ross a visit. I'm probably going to do this before every main mission, if I can. Because I think Aloy kind of sums up what the progress so far. Oop. So, we'll speak.
Hi, Rost. I'm back. It's been a while. I went to the Grave Horde. It lived up to its name. Millions of people fought and died to give Elizabeth the time she needed to finish Zero Dawn. The weapon she built, it wasn't there, but I found out where she built it. A secret base west of here. Right under Sunfall. The capital of the Shadow Karja. So, getting inside, it's gonna take some doing. Before I can get into the Zero Dawn base, I'm gonna have to crash the Eclipse focus network. It's complicated. I know where to go. Silence says it won't be too dangerous, but since when do I trust him? I've got to do it. I need to know what Elizabeth built. The weapon that stopped the war machines. And the connection between us, it's still a mystery. One I intend to solve. Well, I got a focus network and all to crash, so guess I should be going.
Yeah, basically sums it up better than I could probably. But yeah, so now we gotta go crash the network. Where are you at? Over here. Okay. Closest would be ending sign. And then we'll just have to work our way a bit west. So yeah. Shadow Karja. But they don't have focuses, so
Please,
we're good.
get the girl.
Alright, excuse me. Alright. So just keep following the trail, basically. Okay. Trying to avoid some fights when we don't need to. So we're going to avoid fights. Yeah, I don't need to grab this wood. I think when I was clearing out my inventory, I realized we had like over 1,000 units of wood just chilling out in our inventory. So yeah, we're probably good for the time being. Yeah, and the merchants won't buy it, so I'll just hold on to it. They do sit nicely in stacks of 250, so it's not taking up too much space. Yep, okay. So campfire this way. Looks like there's a tank. Just enjoying the scenery. Let's try and grab this campfire. Do a quick save and then we'll move forward. I have a feeling this next mission is going to require stealth. And I'm not good at stealth. Well, it may not require stealth, but it'll probably be much easier if we maintain stealth.
Aloy, you're very close now.
I was wondering when you'd speak up.
There's a sheer rock wall just ahead. Look close and you'll find handholds leading up.
Oh, really? And who put those there, Right. Why would I expect an answer? It's so much more exciting to keep it all a mystery. Crash the Eclipse focus network, he said. So how are we gonna do that? Oh, wait. I forgot. We won't. I do all the dangerous stuff. You just listen in.
Alright, I was waiting for them to finish so I can check out the merchant. We don't need these because we have better versions of it from the Hunter's Lodge. Alright, so you don't have anything new. Cool. We'll take a free sample. Thank you. Yeah, I guess the armor I'm waiting for is probably in Sunfall. May not be able to buy it till we do that. Salmon. Cool. Some more remains. Alright. So now we just go up. Yeah, see some of the footholds here.
There are the handholds, right where you'd said they'd be. Did you get that, Silence? No? Fitting name you got there.
Silence. Yeah.
All right. What now?
You wait, that's what. Take a seat at the campfire and rest. When night falls, we'll talk.
At least I'll have a fire to keep me company.
Alright, before we do that, I'm gonna change my outfit. Put on my stealth outfit.
It's a long way to come just for a campfire.
Quick save.
How nice of you to finally drop by.
Our purpose this night is to crash the focus network.
Yeah, tell me the part I don't know. How?
For starters, you'll need to infiltrate the Eclipse's main base.
Wait, what?
That's right. Fortunately for you, I brought you round to the back way. It's right through that crevice. Once you reach the base, you'll see the objective. A derelict tall neck that's been extensively modified. Climb the tall neck. Grafted into the top of its disc, you'll find a module of sorts. Destroy that, and the focus network will crash.
So you were part of the Eclipse?
I've never been part of anything. I serve my own interests, always. But it is the case that I assisted the Eclipse before I sensed the threat they might become. It was a mistake that I'm doing what I can to correct.
What sort of assistance did you give them?
Head through that crevice, Aloy. You have more important things to do than ask questions.
Okay, so I kind of guessed it right. He did help them at one point. He probably helped them enough to satisfy his own curiosities, probably. So, yeah.
Let's see what's through here.
Oops. Oh.
Corrupted machines. Patrolling like guards.
More like soldiers. Held in reserve for a war yet to come. You'll have to get past them.
This is the easy way in?
The back way in. I didn't say it'd be easy.
Yeah, this is gonna be hard. For me, anyway. Gotta figure how to get up. I see like a little walkway up there. I need to figure how to get up there. That might be the way up right there. I have to sit here and time it right. Actually, I want to try something. This is probably going to backfire, but I want to try it anyway. I need to see if I can get him as far back here where I can get him. I gotta time up the patrols. Particularly him. Yeah, these machines are corrupted, so I can't override them or inflict corruption on them. So. This part may take a bit, and I apologize. So when it says infiltrate, I'm going to have to be stealth, and I don't do stealth, so... well... Alright, anyway, never mind. We're going to do this the old-fashioned way and just walk through everything. Wait for him to go back. Yeah, there's stuff up there. Supply crates and all, but don't think I need it. It would definitely be nice getting the stuff, but I don't need it at this point. I have a ton of money, a ton of supplies, a ton of supply boxes, so I can just, you know, open up to gather resources. So.
I thought you wanted the answers to the secrets of the Earth, Aloy. Or did you just want to sit around and waste time?
Oh, chill out. Looks like I have to go up at this point. Okay, looks like I have to go up. Okay. Oh, and besides, chill out, silence.
Pay that no mind. Doesn't concern you.
Okay, so you're just gonna patrol here and there. Patrol that way. Patrol that way, cool. Let's just highlight you so I have an idea of where you are. Can we just get across the river now? Yes, cool.
Getting close now. Head for that ridge.
Okay, I wasn't expecting that to work. So you're gonna come this way. Okay, go up there. Cool.
The tall neck's just over this ridge. You'll see it when you reach the top. Now be ready to act fast. You need to get in and get it done before they raise an alarm. Here we go.
That's the fun part.
You getting this? I see the legs of a tall neck down there, but no tall neck.
Damn. The transmitter's been moved. Check down the ravine to the left. Only place it could be.
So much for your insider knowledge. Toward the explosions. Great.
You've got exactly one shot at this, Aloy, so spare the sarcasm and make it count. You see that bridge over the ravine?
Yep.
Memorize its location. There's a rappel point on the side. That'll be your way out.
And these Eclipse troopers?
Avoid them or kill them, your choice. The blasting should cover any noise you make. Find the tall neck and destroy the module on top.
Here we go.
What the shadow needs from the moment. It helps the priests to see the unseen? This work is not for me. I do it for my people, for Meridian.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to deal with him.
Someone here?
Yeah, he's gonna be seen.
Machines show us the way. No pity, only destruction.
Yeah, they're basically saying, you know, the little explosions are there to cover anytime you get spotted. I could have just done that. Wow.
Blasting all day and all night. Can't sleep, can't think. I do not understand why the shadow comes from the tall neck. It helps the priest see the unseen. Three men died when a blast sent boulders crashing. The sun shall remember their sacrifice.
Okay. Okay, I was gonna say, I got stuck there.
The machines show us the way. No pity, only destruction. Huh?
Okay. Just gotta lure him out of position so the other guy didn't see him.
No pity. Destruction.
Just to make sure it's all of them. Okay. Get him to move. So that's our way out.
The more we dig from each of the machines, the stronger we grow.
That's gonna... Oh wow, I'm surprised you didn't see him. I bet the patrolling guy will.
Our machines pulse with power, radiating the anger of shadow.
I'm gonna wait for him to come back before I do anything. Alright, are you gonna see your buddy or are you gonna keep moving? I bet you're gonna see your buddy.
Move along now.
Whose body is that?
Yeah.
A corpse!
Who, me? Is there fighting up ahead?
No. It's a mining operation. So long as you're quick, it won't affect you.
Oh good, another secret.
So there's some more data pads here, so we're gonna see what these are about. Alright.
Every morning, I wake to the same nightmare. The same reality. Holy Meridian in the hands of profligates. Debased. The spire, towering above the horizon like a glittering spike through the center of my mind. Every daybreak in exile is a mark of failure, but the count of days runs thin. I will see Meridian retaken, the profligates slaughtered, a true king restored to the Mesa throne. In this, I have become an instrument of prophecy.
Oh, that's nice. Religious fanatic, huh? Very nice.
When sleep refuses to come, I think of our wedding night. How you welcomed me to the marital bed. How after, when you fell asleep, I lay there watching your delicate face. For all its beauty, I detested its fragility. A rage swelled up inside me. I abhorred that bed. How its softness threatened to swallow us up. And that room, the stench of incense, the fine embroidery of the drapes, all of it weak. I slipped from the bed, threw open the casement, and lay naked on the stone floor, determined to spurn all seductions of comfort. But when I woke the next morning, you lay beside me, naked as I in the cold. Your body, stretched beside mine, seemed chiseled from stone. I saw you wake, instantly alert, like an animal ready to strike. You said nothing. You did not have to. Already you had shown me beyond doubt that we were meant to be.
Alright. I guess it's like one of those... I don't know what to call it. Well, whatever. You know, gotta be strong, I guess.
Never does the sun show pity. And yet, when my wife died in birthing, and in dying ended the life of my child unborn, I pitied myself. My lord sensed this. But instead of casting me down for weakness, he cast upon me a radiant beam of honor. He ordered my kin buried in the sacred caves reserved for royals and heroes. Unimaginable. Never again would I doubt that I am the chosen of the sun. Never again would pity find a place in me. Not for myself or another.
Man.
When I first set eyes on the buried shadow, I trembled. Was I not the chosen of the sun? A blazing light of faith to shred and scatter darkness? Was it not my place to destroy this devil? But High Priest Bahavas instructed me in the prophecy and set right my frame of mind. The murder of the true Sun King broke the cosmic cycle short of completion. A whole world cast into darkness, doomed. To resume and turn the wheel of time would require more than sun and faith. All forces must combine, all halves of nature join to one cause. Shadow to sun, night to day. Even a buried shadow wants the wheel to turn, for without a sun in the sky, there can be no shadow.
Buried shadow must be Hades, that little malevolent entity we've encountered here and there. You give a man who's zealous in faith and whose, I want to say, mindset is, don't be weak kind of thing. Point him in an arrow like that and he's a force to be reckoned with.
My lord, the 13th king of the Karja Sundom was murdered. Cut down by cowards who mistook firm rule for madness. Ever the strong are beset upon by the weak. So he said, as the traitors launched their assault. As their cannons forged by Oseram filth toppled the battlements and burst the gates. I would have fought to the end. But it was his will, the will of the sun, that I lead the prince and queen into the west, to safety. My lord did not hesitate. He saw his fate. He looked into the sun, and he did not blink. With me, he sent kestrels, nobles, sun priests, and slaves. Killing all that stood in the way, I carved a path to sunfall. There, we joined others to gather the strength to take back our home. But our strength only faded until the buried shadow was brought to light.
Uh-oh. Well, they needed forces and the buried shadow offered.
So long as King Itamen languishes at sunfall, coddled by his mother, he will never learn the true lessons of the sun. I have tried to instruct him, but the shadow of his mother's influence is upon him. I took him to the palace balcony to behold an offering of sacrifice in the ring, but he showed no thirst for it. He averted his gaze. Look to the sun, I told him. Do not shield your eyes. In all things it is absolute. One day it nurtures life, and the next scorches life away. It burns the skin of champions and wretches alike. Never does the sun show pity. That is the example a Sun King must follow. The example of your father. But before my instruction could take hold, she was there, clutching him to her robes, burying his face against her breast. How is a king to rule when he cannot even see?
Oh, Mr. Zealous Man. Yeah, the Sealess guy was the big bad guy we encountered at the Proving that put a scar on Aloy's neck. The man is a zealous nutcase. Yeah, that's all I can gather from that. But yeah, he's a stern man who believes in strong rules and kind of thing. Very difficult man.
He's a fanatic, all right. Single-minded.
It gives him a focus that you seem to lack. Now how about finding that Tolnik?
Would not have been easy to drag the Tolnik down his path. Why bother?
Just find it and get to the top. Destroy the module, and then get out fast as you can.
Sure is a lot of blasting up there. Sounds busy.
Busy enough not to notice you, let's hope.
I see it. They've built some kind of...
Alert. Irregular data flow near. Security may be compromised.
Oops, sorry about that. I think I interrupted the audio. Irregular data flow detected. Are we gonna get a surprise visit from Mr. Hades? Or the buried shadow that they're called.
I see the module.
Good. Now be quick.
This is Hades?
Aloy, this is not the time.
It's a metal devil.
Open the module's casing, now. Aloy, do as I say or all is lost.
Entity has come here. Entity miscalculated. Entity cannot destroy me. I am beyond its reach.
Maybe you are. But this isn't!
Destroy the entity.
Keep moving!
This looks easy. Yeah, you think? What do you think I'm doing? Taking a nap? Great trail. Are you kidding me? Almost out of it.
Let's keep going.
Are you kidding me?
Don't fight. Keep moving.
Ow.
What?
Head left towards the camp.
Got it. Almost there.
The whole base is on high alert.
Yeah, I noticed.
Keep running! One left over the cliffs.
Ridge in sight.
That's the way out.
I know.
All right. Okay, wasn't as bad as I thought.
Rough going, but you survived.
You knew Hades was there and you sent me to him?
I won't deny I risked your life, but it was the only way. Now, with the focus network down, we can both get what we want. Access to the secrets of Zero Dawn.
I'm past trusting you with secrets.
Good. That means you're wising up. Trust is for fools. It shifts and crumbles like sand. A poor foundation for any partnership. But mutual self-interest, now that is a solid bedrock upon which you and I might build a new science of understanding. We both need answers, Aloy. And thanks to you, we're on the verge of grasping them. At sunfall, we'll speak again.
You miserable... Damn him.
Oops. Oh, I forgot to turn those off.
If I could toss this focus and be rid of you, Silence, I would. But we both know I need it. Sunfall it is. And Zero Dawn.
Deep secrets of the Earth. Mr. Crazy Pants. Yep, go to Sunfall. Yes, now we should be able to safely approach Sunfall. Hold on. But before I do that, I will approach Sunfall before the episode's out, but I'll just be right back. Alright, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. I tend to turn off, notifications and stuff before I do this, but I forgot that time. Alright, so. Yep. Well, we can still kind of see the aftermath. Okay. Alright, yep. Yeah, so apparently we had to go deep into the heart of Eclipse, huh? And Hades was there. Yes. Some sort of, machine. Oh.
Aloy, now what?
I did not mean to run right into them. I know you're over here. Yeah, there you are. That was not intentional. I did not realize I was in the middle of stalker territory. Sounds like there's another one. Yep.
More than equipped to take you on.
Alright. Okay. That was not intentional. Alright, so where was I?
Can't be too prepared.
Oh yes, so. Yeah, your little mark's a bit off the mark. But anyway. So now we can actually make our way to Sunfall. So what we're going to do, we'll go to this campsite, or campfire, and check out this little camp on the outside. We'll probably go into the inside next episode. This will probably end with me getting to that other campfire, checking out the outside, or the little camp outside. And there's probably a side quest or two there as well. So we might do that as well. Well, we'll definitely do the side quest if it's there, but whether we do it next episode, probably not. Or this episode anyway, I mean. Alright. Gotta sneeze. Alright.
Sunfall. The Mad King Duran's summer palace. A bulwark of Carja might against the howling Forbidden West.
Thanks for the history lesson.
but they have no idea what lies beneath. We will learn much from this Aloy.
That's what I'm hoping.
There's a side quest right there. All right. Sunfall. I wonder how long these people have been out here for. It's not looking too good. Very militaristic. Probably authoritarian as well. But alright, let's check out this side quest, see what this is all about.
She's very pale. Is she unwell?
Yes. She's a fighter, but the fever on her won't lift. It only burns hotter. Her name is Shiana, my sister.
Isn't there anyone in Sunfall who can help?
We're refugees. We know our place. And there's only one healer in the territory. He's difficult. His soul is in shadow.
His soul is in shadow.
Galiv. That's him. He's very clever, but he has little care for people. Perhaps the desert scoured it all away. Perhaps he was always like that. Either way, I know he won't help us.
Well, I'll see about that. Where would I find him?
Last I heard, he was patching up soldiers at Blazon Arch. Another border battle.
Healer's Oath. Oh, down there. Okay. Yeah, we've been down there before. All right.
I'll keep the moon from your brow.
Man, these people are nuts. Well, not nuts, I'm sorry. Wrong word. These people are in bad shape.
They can call it a ceasefire, but the usurpers are starving us out.
Yeah, I guess these are people who followed
Betraying us.
Hellas and the other prince all the way out here. Alright, so the merchant's on the inside. Alright, we'll quick save, we'll go inside and we'll see what the merchant has.
Last night, I dreamed I ate a whole boar.
Hopefully I don't kick off anything too serious. Go to the Citadel courtyard. Alright, this is Sunfall.
There's gotta be more to this Uthid story than we're hearing, right?
Alright. You good sir, what do you have? I hope you have what I'm looking for. Alright, so nothing new there. Survivor. Nope, you do not. Alright. If you don't have it, then I'm guessing it's not available yet. I think it only becomes available later on. I think we have to progress the main story a bit more before it becomes available. Oh well. Sounds like something's happening out there. What's our time? You know what? Let's just do this one real quick. Hopefully this one, we'll do the side quest real quick. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. Just gotta go to him either convince him or give him something. So hopefully we can get this over with quickly. If all you need is money, I have money.
All these Outlander mercenaries have a mean look about them. Were I a traitor, I'd be pretty uneasy.
Alright, you people are sick. We need your help.
Are you Galeev, the healer?
I had planned to spend the day gazing at the lands of my exile and feeling sorry for myself, but you're not from Sunfall, so this could be interesting.
I came from the tent city there. There's a sick girl. Her brother told me about you.
The answer is no.
What?
No, I can't spare the medicine, nor my time to administer it. My resources are already spread thin, thin as the soiled cloths I have to use for dressings.
Sounds like a snuck-up snob.
Why won't you help?
Look at it from my perspective. What meager goods I can get must be smuggled in. That's expensive. The behemoth's share goes to the military. Of course, there are the demands of the Citadel. Helis' kestrels are so prone to sticky ends. What's left, that's for the nobles, who can pay well for my services.
Look at it from my perspective. A little girl is sick.
I think we are calling to each other across an ideological impasse.
Sounds like you're just a greedy bastard.
What's stopping me from just making you do it?
I'd have to cause a situation. And you wouldn't harm the only healer disgraced enough to work for the Shadow Karja, would you?
Well, we've only just met, but yes, it's tempting.
And take it up with the Citadel. They decide who lives and dies. Nothing you can do would compare to my punishment if I use the last of my stock on a tent girl.
You're kind of an ass, healer.
There's no cure for a conscience, but in this line of work, I've built up an immunity to it. And yet, if you feel so strongly about this one girl, perhaps we can make a deal. My charity for a Thunderjaw heart.
That's not how charity works.
It is how deals work. You'd settle my debts. For a while.
I already have the part.
Wow, we could already have a deal. Quickly now, let's salve your poor conscience.
See to the girl, and it's yours. Not before.
Oh, please. On my oath, this girl will survive to see our sad future. You and I shouldn't be seen together. Go on to the slums ahead of me. I'll find you presently. You do stand out in a crowd.
Alright, so it's a good thing we had a Thunderjaw heart. Otherwise this would have gone a bit longer than I wanted. There it is. Which means we might have to hunt for another one if the armor requires it. Alright, let's fast travel here. Do this real quick.
Who does Avad think he's fooling with this ceasefire nonsense? Nothing is forgiven. I fear this ceasefire is bruised.
Alright.
It's you. Hello again.
I've brought someone to see your sister.
How did you... What did we do to deserve... No, wait. I don't even want to ask, in case a shadow passes over and it's gone.
Smart boy.
She'll have his full attention, won't she?
Once I'm freed of other distractions, yes.
I'm a laborer. What am I supposed to know about foraging for food? My uncle passed away in the night, but just yesterday he seemed well enough.
And with that, we got a level up. Nice.
What's she called?
Shiana.
I knew a Shiana once. She sang in a tavern.
Good riddance.
How is your sister's singing voice?
She likes ball games. She wants to be a soldier.
That's a shame. That's enough excitement for my rest day.
Thank you
I meet
again
my uncle every
for giving
day
her a
just to
better
reminisce about-
chance.
All right. Oops. Let's see. Hey, look at that. It's still there. Did we have 2 by chance?
Oof.
We might have had 2.
This must be some horrible mistake.
All right, well, quick save and...
What's stopping the Outlanders from taking their payment and betraying us?
So anything else I want to do right now before we go inside? Nope. You know what? Oh, kind of close. But anyway, I'll actually call an episode right here. Yeah, I'd rather not do this next one because I have a feeling this next one's going to be a doozy. So,
Avad will have to answer for that eventually.
whatever. I'm trying to talk to your people, so see ya. We found the location Silence pointed us to, a way to bring down the Shadow Karja or the Eclipse Focus Network. It turned out it was a modified tall neck. Yep. And it just so happened to be inside the middle of the Eclipse base. Main base, maybe? Or a base, anyway. Yep. So we stealth pathed some machines, took care of some Eclipse soldiers in silence.
Delivered my rations today.
Learned a whole bunch about this Hillis guy, or Helis, the Eclipse leader. Yeah, one of those fanatic, simple-minded, holy person.
At least Kaja don't have to debase ourselves.
Probably like a commanding officer in the Karja military at some point, just from the way he talks about, gotta be strong, can't be weak, blah blah blah. But yep. Yeah, saw the King of Odds. Avad, or I want to say it's Avad. I'm assuming it's Avad right now, but I'm probably wrong. But that the current Shadow King, or current Sun King, was a traitor to his father by breaking the cycle when he murdered his father and all that stuff, leaving all the sacrifices and whatnot that the previous Sun King was doing was strict discipline, not madness. He's a character. He's a character. So, and in the process, we found the tall neck. We found the component needed to destroy the network. But in the process, we encountered Hades. Well, at least a manifestation of it. It seemed to reside in one of the metal devils. So yeah, that's not a good sign. Hades is probably one of those Ferris machines, Ferris robots. Yeah, at this point, I don't quite remember the details of the story. I know I know Hades is like an AI. I know that much. Whether it's part of the Pharaoh's plague robots or something else, I don't quite remember. Yeah, that's why it had like a part human, part machine kind of feel. Like, he's AI. So, so right now he's nestled in the core of a metal devil, a horse.
Is the ceasefire going to put more food on our tables? I
Yeah.
very much doubt it.
He's and before we got to destroy the component, he spotted us and sent Deathbringers at us. So we just had to run away. Yep. Yeah, but now the network's down, so now we can safely enter Sunfall. Yeah. And we actually traveled up here to this little camp town, or refugee camp actually, it's what it is. Yeah, it was a quick side errand we did. Found a healer, gave him a Thunderjaw heart, treat a sick child. So yeah, we did good. So yeah, next episode we'll go inside and do the deep secrets of the earth. I have a feeling this next one's going to be a long one. Yeah, because we're going to be delving inside another ancient ruins. And it's going to be a whole bunch of, data logs, audio logs.
It's the sun drawing the faithful out
So
of misery.
I have a feeling that's going to happen. But that's all for another episode. And I thank you all for watching. And I'll see you all next time.
Means we'll be getting more supplies coming through Sunfall.